It's one of the hardest law enforcement jobs there is.
Yeah, I think it is. It's a tough job. And you've been the magistrate now for
3 years.
3 years. Okay.
And I had to resign to be able to run for sheriff.
Okay. How did you like your job as magistrate?
I love my job as magistrate. It was a great learning experience. Obviously I enjoy working with people. So.
Right. But you had to resign.
Yes.
To be able to run, right?
Ethically, you cannot hold a judicial position, and run for another office.
Okay, yes, I've checked that in the book, and that's absolutely the case.
It was a have to.
Right. So it's kind of a de facto type of situation. But other people don't have to resign their offices to run for magistrate, right?
No, only judicial offices.
Okay.
Have to resign because they said it could be.
Well, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense in that case. Now, do we know who's running now? Have we got an official list yet?
I know of Dave Walton, Troy McCoy, and Dave Janice, and myself.
And yourself. Okay.
I don't know if anyone else is.
That's generally the list of people that I've heard.
Right.
And running. Okay. Why do you want to be sheriff?
Actually, I've thought about this for a long time because I had to resign, from magistrate. Right. But I just feel like I can make a difference. I think Pocahontas County needs to get back on track. This is a great county, and we have a lot of issues we need to deal with. And I feel like I have the energy and the want to make a difference.
Well, sometimes being a magistrate can be a particularly difficult job in a county as small as ours, right?
Correct.
Where you know a lot of people.
Know just about everybody.
Yeah. And you've either known them as a law officer under the DNR or as a magistrate.
Right, that's right.
So you know a lot of people here.
Yes.
And you say to get the county back on track. What do you mean by that?
I guess when I was a magistrate, it seemed like we have a lot of issues that we need to deal with. We have a serious drug issue in this county. We rank #1 for drug issues. That's the worst statistic you can. It'd be nice to be #1 on some things, but not on this issue.
Yeah. And yet we're a small county.
And we're a small county. Yeah.
It's hard to imagine drugs could be get that bad in a small county.
A lot of it has to do, it's easy access, to drugs, and it's not a lot of work, and people get involved in drugs versus other things.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to, we got a lot of kids here, and we need to redirect some things and focus on this drug issue, get back in the school system. And I guess several things I'd like to do. Law enforcement needs to have a presence in the school system. When I was a game warden, I started that Hooked on Fishing, Not on Drugs, just because I believe if we give the kids another avenue or teach them that they shouldn't do drugs, and they can move forward into something else. And I think law enforcement needs to take a stand and say, we care about you. We are concerned about what's going on here. And, be more aggressive towards this drug issue.
Wonder why, Doshia, that we have. I think you've already covered it, but why we have a particular drug issue in our county. We're a long way from the city.
That's true. I do think it's easy access, and you hate to say snowshoe, but there's a lot of drug traffic that can move in and out. Rural counties actually do have a lot of drug issues because, not a lot of work. People have other avenues they choose to, but they get involved in other things.
Well, Doshia, what the meth situation how has meth contributed to our drug situation?
The problem with the drugs of abuse here is that once you start those drugs, you can't get off of them by yourself. You just can't say, today I'm going to quit, because the craving or the addiction is so bad. So once you've started, it's almost this perpetual cycle. Continue. You need the drugs, and then you sell the drugs to get the drugs, or you steal to get the drugs. And meth is it's a poor man's drug.